Hi there, welcome to the pronunciation channel. My name is Mike Tatanen. Today I'm going to talk about focus words. Focus words are the most important words of an English sentence in terms of meaning. And in English sentences, there's usually at least one, if not more than one focus word. Okay? So let me give you an example. So let's say you are phoning about an apartment that you're maybe interested in renting. You're a potential tenant. So you'd phone and you'd say, hello, I'm calling about the apartment. I'm calling about the apartment. So you heard how I said that. So apartment is louder than the other words. Okay? And then there's a rise in pitch. I'm calling about the apartment. The apartment. Okay? So at the beginning of the phrase, the apartment, the pitch goes up and then at the end it goes down. And apartment is louder. That's the normal way to say that. Okay? So I'm calling about the apartment. The apartment is the most important part of like that sentence, right? So, that's predictable. So the person that's listening would be able to understand that, yeah, you obviously are phoning me. And calling about something, well, that's obvious too. The landlord is going to know that you're calling about something, but the point is, well, what are you calling about? Okay? So one problem that some English learners have is that they say it very monotone. So let's say I'm the landlord and I'll pick up the phone, I'll answer, hello. And let's say you're talking very monotone. You go, I'm calling about the apartment. I'm calling about the apartment. So the problem there is the landlord was going to have to listen a little bit carefully as to what you're saying. And particularly for people that are fluent in English, and they can say a lot and they can say it quickly, it's going to be hard for English speakers to understand clearly what you want to say. Because if you're talking very monotone and stuff like that, then it's going to be difficult for people to understand everything that you're trying to say. So that's an example of like saying it really monotone. So we don't normally say it like that. Okay? So let me give you some other examples that a potential tenant might ask a landlord. Okay? So he's going to ask a question like, is it still available? Okay? So available is the most important word. So pitch goes up. Is it still available? Is it still available? So don't say, is it still available? That would require more effort on the part of the landlord to understand you. Okay? How much is the rent? What's the most important phrase there? The rent. How much is the rent? Okay? So the rent is going to be louder. Don't say, how much is the rent? How many bedrooms does it have? How many bedrooms does it have? Okay? So it's how many, and then particularly the focus is on bedrooms. So how many bedrooms, and bedrooms is the most important word. How many is important too, but I would say bedrooms is the focus word there. Okay? So don't ask, how many bedrooms does it have? How many bedrooms does it have? That would be, like I said, require more effort. What's the major intersection? What's the major intersection? So not, what's the major intersection? No, what's the major intersection? So major is a little bit loud. Intersection is a bit louder. So that's the phrase, the major intersection. So major and then intersection. Major intersection. Intersection is the loudest word. It's the most important word there in terms of the meaning. So remember, if you think about what is the key idea that you're trying to express here, and then you say that key word more loudly than the other words, it's going to be much easier for people to be able to understand you. Okay, so that's it for now. Keep practicing and stay well.